So, we just came back from seeing Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. This is Nicholas.
Jazz.
Adam.
You can use your real name here.
That's my real name.
Alright, fine. So, actually, I was thinking before we even talk about the movie, or the previews, because we're going to have lots to say about that.
They were fantastic.
I think we should all start with our experiences in Harry Potter. Kind of just briefly, like...
Yeah. Well, I think we're sitting pretty much in order. I don't follow Harry Potter at all. What? I watched the first couple movies, nothing else, and then this one. And I couldn't read the books because I didn't like them.
And as for me, I tried reading the books. They were I couldn't get into them at all. But I actually enjoyed the movies, and I've kept up with them. I think the only one I haven't seen is The Prisoner of Azkaban. And yeah, that's...
I've gone and seen every movie in theaters, and I'm hoping to own all the books. I keep losing them, and from moving and other things, but I'm catching up on all that. So yeah.
Now the previews. Okay, so what
Yeah. Well, what was the first preview we got?
I think it was Sherlock Holmes was first, was it?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
it?
Shadow Games. That was decent.
I was pumped for that. There was only one thing that bothered me, and that was trailers usually just show you small snippets and highlights.
Yeah.
But they kept on showing this. He dresses up in drag, which is funny.
Yeah.
And I imagine in the movie it's going to be funnier.
That bothers me.
Does it?
Yeah, probably louder than us.
But...
Okay, we're going to back off, kite.
Oh,
Ellie. Stay. Probably have to do some cutting. You want to go back into
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This is what you get with the live experience.
Nice.
But yeah, ultimately,
Riley, no.
a lot of clips of him being in drag.
Pretty much. That
Yeah.
was like the whole ending of the trailer was just like Robert Downey Jr.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you ever wanted to know what Robert Downey Jr. looks like as a woman, just go see this movie and you'll know.
Okay, now I'm going to talk about my personal favorite of this, and that was Warhorse. Thank you. My God. And here's the thing. This movie, basically, it's about a horse, I think, that goes to war, and that makes him the bravest damn horse.
It's a movie about the gloriousness of horses.
Yeah.
That's the best way to
And it's
describe
running
it.
constantly through fields that are there are gunfire, and then I think he was beside a car at one point.
Yeah.
There's
This movie is just going to be horse porn. If you love horses that much, watch this movie. You're gonna love it. I kept expecting the horse to start saying stuff. That was gonna be like Babe or Beethoven. Maybe they call the horse Mozart.
But here's the thing. The thing about it I found hilarious was there's actually like the horse goes to war, and they actually have a scene of it like running down the trenches as people are like, "You go, horse! You delivered whatever." And then I'm like, okay, this horse is gonna be sleeping with somebody. There's actually a scene where there's a girl kind of like, you know, post-coital in bed, and there's the horse in the house just beside the bed, you know.
From executive producer Steven Spielberg.
No, that's the part that blows my fucking mind the most.
Great.
And before I tell you the last trailer, actually I want you...
Is that the...
It was... I've heard anyways that The Dark Knight Rising was supposed to be
Yeah.
one of the trailers, but instead...
Maybe it's a retaking of the origin story.
It was Hugo, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please give a synopsis of this monster.
I can tell you liked it already.
Wasn't there like there was a kid and he had like this toy, this
A
weird
robot
android
statue.
thing
Robot statue. Yes.
that had a little heart key.
Yeah,
apparently.
and his dad had it, but it was broke, and the kid fixed it, but his dad died in a fire.
I don't even think they explained that. I think it was just the town drunk.
Yeah, the town drunk's like, there's been a fire. And it's like, for all we know, he was lying to him. He just put him on a train to wherever the big city place.
The major killer, though, like, this could actually possibly be a good story, especially since the girl's got the key and there's that sort of mystery. Yeah. Here's the thing, though. They have Inspector Clouseau.
That's what I was thinking. Inspector Clouseau.
And his fucking dog.
Yes. Oh my God. Like Good, that was so dumb. They stick the dog on him. And
Well, he
crashes
crashes
into a
into a
giant
cave, and the dog pretty much does everything like this annoying little guy there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought Disney was over this, but apparently not.
No, it's bad.
You know what's the one thing though that's a real kick to the nuts?
Mm.
Is at one point she says it's like Treasure Island and what were the other two classics? All rolled up into one.
Yeah, but she says that like in the movie. There's another reference too, where it's like this stuff only happens in the movies while they're in a movie. I've always thought that was really weird. I don't know. You're in a movie. Good thing.
Breaking the fourth wall.
It's like all happy endings only happen in movies.
This movie isn't over. It's got another 15 minutes. Mr. Mean Man.
I was expecting him to just grab the script and start reading. I don't know.
Okay, and I guess we should actually talk about Harry Potter, but before we go into it, I just want to hear from Jazz to Zach, like, just briefly, if you had to say, you know, I think this movie is a solid rental, or everyone needs to see this movie, or, you know.
If you absolutely love the Harry Potter series and you saw Deathly Hallows Part 1 and you were like, this movie sucks, go and see this one because it pretty much, like, it kind of makes everything so much more sense. It just clarifies everything. I don't know. I loved it and I cried. So, yeah.
Okay.
But that's me.
I liked it. It did get a bit long near the end, and there are some things I think I would have liked changed, but then again, they're already written in books, so you gotta stay true to the source material. It was it's great to see the ending of the Harry Potter series since, like, how long has this been going on for? It's just, I was maybe expecting something a bit more, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, he turns into a soccer melon.
Well, not like that, but I mean, even Lord Voldemort, he turns into paper mache and floats away.
Yeah, but that's because it looks really good on 3D.
It does!
That's why. I mean, he obviously turns into confetti because it looks really cool when you put it in 3D.
Actually, I saw this really retarded kid. Like, no offense, I don't want to shit on little kids, but he's like,
Yeah.
trying to grab the pieces of
3D.
Voldemort, and I'm like, what did
Yeah, well, I mean, the operative word for this movie was long. It was very long. I feel like if you like Harry Potter, you'd probably like this movie. I feel a little cheated because I watched Transformers 3 right before this, like a couple days before, and it's much better than that movie, but that's not saying anything. So I have a hard time rating it anywhere because I've seen so bad. I'm so desensitized to bad movies. I'm not sure if I enjoyed this. I could stand it. I wanted to leave when it was over, but I mean, like I said, if you're a fan of Harry Potter, you probably like it. It's the end, so.
There is 3 things I want to just get off my chest before. One of them is, okay, I don't know Luna Lovegood's character that well, but why is everyone just like, shut up, Luna? Especially since everything she said in this movie turned out to be absolutely true.
Were people saying that around you?
No, people in the movie. Eric's just like,
You
fuck,
noticed?
it's Luna. Oh, God.
Yeah.
And then it's like, Luna's just like, you gotta shoot Voldemort in the forehead. That's his weakness. Shut up, Luna. I'm concentrating.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, man.
Well, Luna is a nutcase in herself, so like,
Is she?
yeah, she's kind of a bit crazy. That's kind of from the get-go that you know that she's a bit crazy. And
Is she Gryffindor?
She's a Ravenclaw.
Okay, I was wondering because she knew a lot about Ravenclaw.
Represent. But yeah, she is a crazy one. Her dad's I guess job is to run this kind of funny magazine, kind of like one of those like connect the dots kind of activity books.
Fun? Funny?
Like
For wizards?
Yeah, for wizards, yeah. It's fun.
Mad Magazine Wizard Edition?
Pretty much. That's pretty much what it is. But yeah, Luna's a bit crazy, and but she's a Ravenclaw.
I'm just imagine doing like a word search or some shit in a wizard magazine because the letters would be constantly fucking moving around.
They're just fucking with you.
Oh, that's so great. I don't know. There's a lot with this movie. Draco Malfoy with facial hair and a comb over.
Yeah.
Yes!
That's the highlight of the movie.
The ending.
Right there.
Ending. We were waiting for it. We were just like, oh my god, he's gonna have the biggest forehead of life, and he comes up and it's just like forehead, and you're like, ha!
Does anyone else think that Hermione and Harry Potter are cheating on their husband and wife with each other? Because they both look fine, but both of their spouses just let it go. They both gained like 20 pounds.
Oh, no.
That's easy.
Here's the
Easy
thing
20.
that bothered me. See, that didn't even bother me. Okay, actually...
Well, Hermione looked like the exact same. She was one of the worst done characters for aging.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I mean, the only thing that bothered me about the ending is that was... I don't know if that was in the books, but that was specifically for the people who were going to write their fanfics.
That was definitely in the books, where it was supposed to be 19 years later.
What, Ron was fat?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I guess so.
And Jenny, too? I mean...
She wasn't really fat.
She gained weight.
Maybe she's pregnant.
I think it's because she looks so young, so they had to make her look old in a way. But she looks like she's 40, and Harry Potter looks younger than her. I don't know how it worked out.
Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe just looked the exact same. I'm like, did they really?
Yeah, well,
I think they just like
his beard was a little bit longer.
That was pretty much it.
It was a little bit more stubble than the rest of the movie. So obviously that means you've aged.
Yeah,
and you have a little bit more stubble than you previously did.
Yeah.
Another thing that bothered me though was Hermione and Ron, yes, they're supposed to be getting together. I mean, obviously at the end that happens, but Harry is such a relationship blocker. Like, I get it. You can still have guy friends, but he's making those hugs a little too fucking long. And every time Ron's gone, they're like fucking holding hands like they're cheating on him already.
Yeah.
I tell you, man, that's what they're doing in the future. That's why they both look so good. They're still doing it. That's why. I mean, no one else in the future looks good. Everyone just looks like they really gave up because there's no Voldemort. I mean, that's one thing that can be said about Voldemort. It's good. He's keeping everyone in shape. I mean, when you're scared of being killed, I guess the fear makes you want to go to the gym.
Also, I don't know or care too much about the books, no offense, but who was Ingus, or whatever his name was, who killed the snake at the end?
Neville.
Yeah. Okay, first off, this was like Neville suddenly became really important, and on top of that, Ron did very little, whereas why don't you give all the parts that were Neville more over to Ron, especially since near the end of the movie, you know, Hermione's doing stuff, Harry's doing stuff. Ron's nowhere to be
Ron's
found.
cowering in fear. That's Ron's
Yeah,
trait.
that's
what Ron always does. He
pretty
just
much
cowers
how
in
it
fear.
is. It's like throughout the entire movie, it's like, Ron, you're an idiot. We love you, but you're just an idiot. Let Harry and Hermione think.
The biggest problem with Ron is no matter what he does, and Nick pointed this out, is the audience always laughs. He could kill a baby, and the audience would start laughing.
That's Ron.
It was terrible. Like, no matter what Ron says in the movie, everyone laughs.
That said, though, we had a pretty bad audience. Like, they were laughing at literally anything.
Yeah.
Drop of a hat.
Oh, yeah.
They were laughing like, you know, right at the pre-show, where it's like, oh, of course he paints on the side. Oh, Jeffrey Goldblum. You know, with those little question marks. Who does this?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might have been just your side. I know my side was kind of, we were all crying.
Whatever.
There was a guy behind me who thought he was like the most brilliant Harry Potter master.
Really?
Oh yeah, he was like, what's dying like? He's like, and Harry's like, Harry's dad's like, it's quicker than falling asleep. Or is that serious?
No, it's serious.
Yeah, and then the guy, and when Harry's dead, I mean, spoilers.
Yeah.
The guy behind me is like, oh yeah, way fast. It's like, okay, buddy, we get it. And there was all throughout the movie.
Just being in.
Yeah, he was just saying very obvious things and thinking he was the Harry Potter wizard. Pun intended.
Okay, here's something though. Whenever Harry meets Dumbledore in Wizard Heaven or wherever the frig he goes,